after all of this is said and done, the biggest thing that we can do is level up. That's it. Because at the end of the day, if you're depending on the very systems that have been built to oppress you, then the change won't come. It's a vicious cycle. Most of you know that, my husband passed away in September. One of the biggest challenges for me right now currently has been the fact that before he passed, we bought a property to rehab to do a full flip on. Well, he's gone, but the property is still here. Like, the job still has to get done. And so as I'm coming to a close with this process, I, have been encountering some challenges, with getting workers. And I'm fortunate to have people who have stepped in and helped me out. But at the same time, I have to help them help me. Like, I can't just sit back and say, I don't know anything about construction, or I don't know this, or I don't know this. So, for the last 5 days, I've been in this property. I've been on YouTube. I've been spackling. I've been staining. I've been doing everything because it's like, I need the help, right? But what can I do on my own? You know what I mean? And shout out to my high school, Kappa. Shout out to my alma mater, Clark Atlanta University. Our motto was find a way or make one. And so it's like, at the end of the day, what can you do, to get out of the situation that you're in? I'm gonna tell y'all this every day, and the reason I brought up Kappa, every day in my drama class, Miss Bass, shout out to Miss Bass, she had us quote these positive affirmations. And one of them, and this very thing helped me to actually get up, because I was so upset the other day because I had some people who were supposed to come and do something at the property, and they were like, I can't come. So I was like, this has to get done. Like, I have the stagers coming on this day. It has to get done, or it's going to push everything back. And so this one quote, Miss Bass used to have us say it every day. It said, there is inside you all of the potential to be whatever you want to be, all of the energy to do whatever you want to do. Imagine yourself as you would like to be, doing what you want to do. And each day, take one step towards your dream. And though at times it may seem too difficult to continue, hold on to your dream. One morning, you will awake to find that you are the person you dreamed of, doing what you wanted to do, simply because you had the courage to believe in your potential and to hold on to your dream. That and find a way or make one, listen, my fuel, I'm telling you, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's sink or swim. So I've been in here and I'm proud of myself. I've been putting in the work. That's what we have to do. Like, we have to organize. We have to come together. We have to be more loving to each other. I'm going to tell you this. When somebody has made up in their mind that they don't like you, it ain't nothing you can do to change it. So we got to stop begging folk to accept you. Stop begging people. Listen, if you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. And I don't know if that's the petty part of me or if that's the prideful part of me, but that's just how I've always been. I'm not going to beg you to like me. And so we as a people, we have to stop. We have to stop begging people to like us, and we have to step out and figure out a way to build and to create our own. I'm grateful for real estate right now because I am able to be a parent, a mother to my children, and be flexible and still provide. You know what I mean? And so if you are on here and if you know anybody who, does not own a home or does not know much about home ownership, I'm fortunate enough to have a few properties. I'm willing to share what I know. If you need help with getting your credit up, I'm willing to share what I know, because that's what we have to do. We have to stop. I understand everything's about monetizing and let me make a class on this and let me do this online class and people can pay me. But at the end of the day, we need to start pulling each other up, because unfortunately, we are behind. There are things that people who don't look like us, they learned it from coming up. We got to catch up, and we're not going to catch up if we keep just holding on to the information that we have and we don't want to share it. We got to start sharing. And the things that I know, you might be an expert in another. You might know more about cryptocurrency. You might know more about the stock market or whatever, the things that build wealth. Let's start having these conversations. We have to keep our money in our community. We have to build wealth. It's time out for everything else that does not matter. Like, we gotta stop majoring in the minors. So many people have business ideas. Whatever your business ideas are, find like-minded people so that we can bring them to fruition. It's time for action. This is action time. I know some people who do some crazy nails. I am dependent. I don't want to no longer support any nail salon. Okay, and I already went on strike. I went on strike a couple of years ago, and I was doing my own nails. I was putting on press-ons and everything because I said I'm not going to sit and get my nails done and patronize a place who does not even like me. Because I'm speaking life. Let's stop talking about what we can't do. Like, we can do it. We can do it. You know, and this is so y'all know, this is not my style. Like, I don't just get up on social media and be going live. Like, I don't do that. At the end of the day, you can't change something unless you change something. The change is not going to just come. You have to change what you're doing. What do they say the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. We got to change some things. And the biggest thing that we can change is mindset. Mindset. We have to utilize this energy to devote to the things that are going to make us better. And there's power in numbers. So if we're divided, one thing that breaks my heart is when I see our people on social media arguing with each other over the most minute things. It's like, bro, that's what they want. They laughing at us. Like, over for that. Let's get it together. Let's unite. Okay, let's figure out a way to come together. We need to implement systems. We need to implement programs to get us out of this mess. Because guess what? The reason I go so hard, in spite of everything that I've been through, and y'all don't even know the half, I promise you that. I have, like I said, people depending on me. So guess what? It ain't no option. Failure is not an option. Quitting is not an option. I'm going to be kicking until my last breath. Period. Please, I'm urging you, I'm begging you, whatever it is that God, whatever your God-given talents are, whatever it is, because we all have great ideas, it's time now, like never before, to just do it. I heard this quote, and this quote changed my life because this has been like my problem. But the quote said, perfectionism is the biggest form of procrastination. And when I heard that hit me like a ton of bricks, because that my whole life has been like, I always want to get something perfect before I do it, before I put it out there. Listen, we don't even got time to be trying all of that. No, we don't have time. Put it out there, and as sure as you put the energy out there, as sure as, you learn as you go, or you learn as you grow. I think the world of you, and I just want you to think the world of yourself. I want you to say something nice to somebody today. Greet somebody with a smile. You never know. Like, they could legit be on their way to take themselves out of here. And sometimes you got so much going on in your mind that you like, oh, whatever, or she looked at me funny, but you don't even know this person is considering taking their life. Like, that's another thing. Mental illness is real. It's real. So the things that you think are so small, oh, I only said this, I only did this to her, you don't understand how much weight that could really hold. So we have to be more intentional about the things that we do. We have to be more intentional about the things that we say. We have to be intentional about even what we listen to and who we listen to and who we allow around us. That's another thing. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. I'm sorry, but if you are not speaking life, if you are not talking about advancing as a person, like if you ain't nothing of substance, then it's a high and it's a buy. And that's no love lost. And it doesn't even mean that I think that I'm better. I just think better. That's it. And I don't have time. At this point, I have a destination, right? So if my destination is, to go up, then I can't be turning around to go back. Like we going in two separate directions. We got to learn how to just tunnel vision, get to where we going, protect our space, keep the people around us that, you know, are helping us get to where we want to go, and learn how to keep those who are at, you know, where they are. In love, though. It doesn't have to be any hard feelings. You can do it in love. You can do it in love. I'm serious about this real estate thing. Like I said, it's really not that hard in terms of credit. You know, it's just really making the decision and then taking the action. Before I bought my first house, I didn't know how to get a house, but I said I want a house. So I Googled, what do I need to do? And this is several years ago, and I just, you know, I did it. I found the house that I wanted, and I was so happy, put the offer in, and guess what? Credit was bad. I didn't even know I had bad credit. I didn't let that deter me. I just said, okay, let me figure out how I need to get my credit up. At that point, I had balances that were too high. I went and paid off all my balances. In 3 months, my credit went up 80 points. And that put me in a position to where I could qualify for a loan. That easy. Now, obviously, everybody has a different situation, you know, but there are solutions. Because as a realtor too, I'm not only an investor, I'm a realtor. So I have a lot of clients or potential clients who are like, oh, but my credit, oh, but my credit, oh, but my credit. Well, what can we do to fix it? Because while we're renting, we're paying someone else's mortgage. That is not going to get us wealth. I'm encouraging everybody to, you know, step up your game, do what you got to do to get some home ownership, and then get you a rental property. You know what I'm saying? Get some investment properties. I mean, something. We got to invest and we got to build wealth. Another way to boost your credit, you got a family member who you know has good credit, who will be willing to put you on their credit card. They don't have to give you one, but they can put you on as an authorized user. Did you know that they can raise your credit score? It can. Find out the different bills that go to credit report and that don't. The ones that do not make any late payments. I mean, these are the things that are going to push you in the direction to be able, because listen, credit is king. Okay, if you have that credit together, you can procure, you know, the funding to get you these properties and to, you know, start at least building some kind of wealth. And like, I'm not saying real estate is the only answer, but that's just one of the vehicles that I am using to build wealth for me and my family. The stuff that I know, I'm willing to share. And this is for anybody. You can inbox me. I'm open to share. And this is not me trying to make a sale or nothing. I promise to you. Right now, I'm just passionate about seeing my people win. I'm passionate about, you know, just us taking it just higher, because I want to see a better world for my babies. So yeah, I don't know. This was so completely random. It wasn't planned. I hope that everybody has a beautiful day. I do feel better. Sometimes you just got to get it off your chest. We're in this together. We are, guys. So yeah, I'm in this house. I can't wait for y'all to see it. Almost done this rehab. It's been a long time coming. When I tell y'all blood, sweat, and tears, I'm telling you, I ain't even lying. But I'm at the finish line, and I'm in here. I'm about to get some painting on. I actually even went to Home Depot today and bought a miter saw. Now, if y'all see me, and I'm missing a finger, you know, just charge it to the game. No. And shout out to the people that have been helping me. Like, thank you guys, from the bottom of my heart. You know, the people who have been coming through to the property, and, you know, I'm so grateful. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I'm at the finish line with this, and I cannot wait. And guess what? I'm buying another one right away. Listen, the best experience is just doing it. Before I bought my first property, I was like, YouTube. I was going to all the classes, and I paid for classes. I went to the free classes. Shout out to Jumpstart Germantown. But I did all of that, and I got all the information, and I'm like, oh, okay, wait, I might need to learn something else. Oh, what if I do this? No, just get the property. You're going to learn. There's no I'm not telling you to not learn, but I'm telling you to move too. Like, you got to move as you learn, and you just got to learn as you go. And so I'm going to get out of here so that I can actually do some work. But thank you guys for listening. And when I say that I love y'all, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart. And hopefully you love me too. If not, that's your problem, because I think I'm actually a great person. You're All right. Bye-bye, guys.